Hi, I'm trying something new. My name's Toby. Uh, this is That's how I know it. I I need a way to just talk and not care about what I'm talking about or not putting too much energy or effort into having to do these conversations. Um, I'm doing this unscripted. I'm gonna try not to edit it. Knowing me, I probably still will, but um, I want this to just be a way for me to articulate my thoughts and put something out there because I'm a creative and that's something I'm struggling to do. Struggling to create something and just put it out there without caring about what other people think about it. This is the first video. I think I'll just talk a bit about me and talk a bit about what I want this to be or why I started doing this. So, um, I'm someone who is really into introspection and thinking about why I do the things I do and why I move the way I move, why I act the way I act. And I tried journaling a few years back and it just didn't stick. I thought about my feelings and my emotions too much that when writing, it really just felt like rumination. It felt like I was just saying what was in my mind over and over again in a different way, but not really doing anything about it. It wasn't helpful to me. And one of my friends talked about how he started doing video blogs. And online, I'm seeing more people doing sit down, talk to the camera kind of things like this right here. And I want to see if it will work for me. I'll probably be talking about different things, different times, and uh, just having and starting conversations with people out there. See if people think similar to me. See if people are going through the same things I'm going through, and then they know that they can just put stuff out there. They don't have to think about it. I want this to be not just an echo chamber, not just me spitting thoughts into the online void, as they say, but for it to be a way for my thoughts to be solidified and um, solidified because of hearing other people's opinions on them and creating dialogue with other people and those in other walks of life. So, yeah, that's one thing I want to do with this. Another thing is I want it to be a practice for me. I watched a video by this guy on YouTube. I can't remember his account name. Maybe I'll put it in the comments or something. But he posts videos of him just sitting and talking. And it was a video on becoming a more confident speaker. And I wouldn't say I'm someone that isn't confident. I'm outgoing, I'm bold, I'm confident. I like to speak, I like to talk. But getting the words from in here to come out the way I want them to is something I struggle with incredibly. So I'm hoping that this is another way for me to process my thoughts and make them come out better verbally. Um, yeah, going back to the idea of being a creative and being in creative spaces and creating and stuff. I make films, I write, I draw, um, I act, I do all these different things, and the stuff where it's not you solely doing the creating, those are easier to follow through on because you know other people are depending on you. You have people that are doing some of the work as well. The work is being distributed between people, and you're not alone in that. It's easier when you have your peers or other people being there with you, going through everything together. and you're part of the cog. You're a cog in the machine that needs to keep moving. But when it's your project and you alone, it becomes intensely harder. And I'm also someone who has ADHD, so procrastination and um, staying on task and finishing tasks is something I heavily struggle with. So that's another way I would like to use this as a way for me to do something, put something out there, and get used to putting something out there. And I hope it's inspiration for other people as well to do the same thing, whether it's with their art, with starting YouTube, with doing all these different things. I just want people to feel more comfortable setting things up and just pressing record. Because the thing we say in film is that you just have to press record. You can't film anything unless you press record. You don't have anything unless you press record. You won't know what a scene looks like. You won't know what a shot flows, how a shot flows, how dialogue flows if you don't press record. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm pressing record. I got this mic from a friend. This is my camera that I've had to take photos with. I don't have the best equipment, even though the mic is good quality, but I don't have the best equipment. The lighting is literally just my window being open and the blinds being drawn. Being spread open. And I'm just pressing record. My goal or the aim is to not edit this, maybe put something at the end, some words on the screen or something, but for the most part, I don't want to edit this. I want it to be easy. I want it to be step one. Get into the flow of pressing record, get into the flow of speaking to a camera in this way, get used to the process. Booking time in my schedule. I write my schedule, handwrite every day. I try to, at least, because it's what I find that works for me these days. And I want to be able to just plug this filming into that schedule and know that I'm not spending 30 minutes editing after 30 minutes uploading, 30 minutes that I'm just pressing record, uploading the file while I do something else, and then maybe typing in the description or something. But those are things that can be done almost anywhere. So I want to make this as easy as possible for myself to set myself accountable and to be able to do it consistently without feeling drained by the process. I really hope that I can stay consistent with this and it's not just one video and I forget about it for the next 5 years. I hope that on a consistent basis, whether it's once a week, twice a week, or whatever it is, I can come on here and share something with you guys, because I see a lot of things going on in the world and I see a lot of need for dialogue and communication in spaces where these kind of things are thought about. And I know there are online already. There are definitely YouTubers that are doing this kind of thing, and I've watched a couple of them, so I know that it's already happening. But I want to be another cog in the wheel, or whatever the saying is, another cog in the machine, or another part of this nodal structure where it might reach a different set of people. A lot of the other people that are doing this, from what I've seen so far, I don't think they're creatives. And the creatives usually have creative ways of doing this, where it's elaborately edited, color graded. What else? Yeah, it looks like art. It feels like art. And maybe I'll get there. Maybe one day I'll start doing that once this feels more ingrained in my routine. But as of right now, I think I just want to stick to simple, easy, because that's how we start setting habits. That's how we start setting tone for ourselves, setting pace for ourselves, because our body gets used to the easy, and then we can start adding things once the easy is really easy. Once it feels like I'm every day or every week or whatever the amount of time I've set, I'm going to grab this, I'm going to set everything up, and I'm recording. That's like, if it's instinct, that's when I can think about making things better. Yeah, I don't want this to become something I dread doing. I don't want it to become something I struggle to do, because that's when I start to lose motivation and start to look away from it. I want it to be something that's easy and light at the start. And just because something is easy doesn't mean it won't have its difficulties and it won't have things that make it hard. Aspects of it that are hard. Because a hard part about this is sharing it with the world and putting it online, because recording is easy, but the mental aspect of knowing something that you might not think is the best, or you might not think is, see, this is why I need this, you might not think is your peak or the best thing you can produce, and putting it out there regardless is a difficult thing for a perfectionist and a creative, because that's your soul, that's you, it's your identity. You're putting it out there for people to see. And yeah, that's the difficult part about this, for me at least, knowing that I'm gonna put something out there that I may not 100% believe is the best I could do, because this represents me. Whatever I put out online almost represents me, and this is a practice I'm gonna start doing, and I hope it works for me, and I hope you guys get inspiration to do this, whether it's in this way or in other ways in your life, to just do it and put it out there, because your art, your thoughts, your creativity needs to be shared. It needs to be shared, whether it's with one friend, two friends, a couple of people, even if it's just on random group chats or online forums, Reddit, whatever. It needs to be shared, because other people can learn from that, and other people can relate to that. It's a relationship. That's what I think art is. Art is a relationship that involves different forms of communication, different forms of shared spaces, different forms of ecosystems, I guess we could say. Yeah, it's an environment. It's an ecosystem. The art culture in general is an ecosystem where we come together to share what we feel and how we feel it. And yeah, I just want people to be able to do that for themselves and not be scared of, what if this person doesn't like my art? What if this person thinks I suck? And that makes me feel like I suck. And then I start seeing all these stuff I'm doing, all this artwork, and it feels like it's all just terrible. So yeah, I think that is one of the major goals about for me with all of this, is knowing that I'm putting something out there, regardless of what I feel like it looks like, or regardless of what how I sound, how my voice sounds, what I said, overthinking how I look, overthinking all these kind of stuff. Yeah, I just want to put it out there and let it go, set it free, and know that it might help somebody out there, and that it in its own way is helping me. So yeah, that's me. Hope to post again soon. No, I will be posting again soon, and I just hope you guys enjoy the journey with me And yeah, and that's how I know it. Hope to see you guys another time.